Barristan.
Yes? Who sent you?
Sir Barristan, Sir Jorah. Have I forgotten a council meeting?
No.
What's this?
A royal pardon. Signed by Robert Baratheon. You spied on her.
Who gave you this?
Does it matter?
Have you told her?
I wanted to tell you first, man to man. Rather than go behind your back.
Let me speak with her in private.
You'll never be alone with her again.
I can see where Barristan's coming from. Like, that would be hard to trust, wouldn't it? But I don't want anything to happen to Jorah.
Why did the usurper pardon you?
If we could speak alone.
No. Speak to me here. Explain it to me.
Who do you think sent this to Meereen? Who profits? This is the work of Tywin Lannister.
Oh, was that the hand, the stamp thing?
Pardon was signed the year we met. Why were you pardoned? Unless you're saying this document was forged?
It is not forged.
Why then?
I sent letters to Varys, the spy master of King's Landing.
What was the content of these letters?
Information.
What information?
When you and Viserys arrived in Pentos, his plan to marry you to Khal Drogo when you were married, when your brother died.
You told them I was carrying Drogo's child? That wine merchant tried to poison me because of your information.
I stopped you from drinking his wine.
Because you knew it was poisoned.
I suspected.
You betrayed me. From the first.
Forgive me.
You sold my secrets to the man who killed my father and stole my brother's throne. You want me to forgive you.
I have loved you.
Love? Love? How can you say that to me? Any other man now would have you executed, but you, I do not want you in my city, dead or alive. Go back to your masters in King's Landing. Collect your pardon, if you can. You have until dusk to collect your things and leave this city. If you're found in Meereen past break of day, I'll have your head thrown into Slaver's Bay. Okay. Now.
At least she feels enough for him to just let him go. But I can see it from both sides, obviously. Well, I thought they've spoken about it before and she was okay with it. Because she was saying, like, if things... Oh no, that was Ned, wasn't it? Oh yes, you knew about this, him selling slaves, didn't she?
Has there been any word from Locke?
No.
Unimportant. A cripple, a young boy. None of the Northern Lords have seen them. Dead, most likely. Tell me what you see.
Moors, fields, hills.
Right, 700 miles that way, you're still in the north. 400 miles that way. 300 miles that way. The north is larger than the other 6 kingdoms combined, and I am the warden of the north. The north is mine. Now tell me, what is your name?
Ramsay Snow.
Open it. From this day until your last day, you are Ramsay Bolton. son of Roose Bolton, Warden of the North.
I thought he would have had him put down or something like that. I mean, he's out of control. And then he gets rewarded. That's crazy.
I'll be needing a bath.
First time I saw you, you were just a child. A girl from the north come to the capital for the first time. You're not a child any longer. Why did you help me?
They would have thrown you through the moon door if they found you guilty.
That's not an answer.
If they'd have executed you, what would they have done with me?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Better to gamble on the man you know than the strangers you don't. And you think you know me?
I know what you want.
Do you?
Everything.
So you're sad because you didn't get...
You think Oberyn has a chance?
We better have.
The Red Viper of Dawn. You don't get a name like that unless you're deadly, right?
Never seen him fight.
Oh, he's going to die. I'm going to die.
Oberyn believes in himself.
That's putting it mildly. Do you remember Cousin Orson? Orson Lannister?
Of course. Wet nurse dropped him on his head and left him simple.
Simple? Used to sit all day in the garden.
Crushing beetles with a rock.
Nothing made him happier.
Nothing made you happier.
His face was like the page of a book, written in a language I didn't understand, but he wasn't mindless. He had his reasons. And I became possessed with knowing what they were. I began to spend inordinate amounts of time watching him. And I still couldn't figure out why he was doing it. And I had to know, because it was horrible that all these beetles should be dying for no reason.
Every day around the world, men, women, and children are murdered by the score. Who gives a dusty fuck about a bunch of beetles?
I know, but still, it filled me with dread. Tried to stop Orson once.
He was twice your size.
He just pushed me aside with a coup and kept on smashing. Every day, until that mule kicked him in the chest and killed him. So what do you think? Why did he do it? What was it all about? I don't know.
I don't quite get this scene.
Looks like very light armor.
I like to move around.
You could at least wear a helmet. You shouldn't drink before a fight.
You learned this during your years in the fighting pits. I always drink before a fight.
It could get you killed. It could get me killed.
In the sight of gods and men,
he's got a hell of a lot of armor on him, doesn't he? It's going to be hard to get penetrate, I suppose.
Man, guide the hand of our champion.
Yeah, shut up.
Don't leave me alone in this world.
Never.
Stop messing about.
I am the brother of Elia Martell. And do you know why I've come all the way to this stinking shit pile of a city? For you? I'm going to hear you confess before you die. You raped my sister. You murdered her. You killed her children. Say it. You raped her? You murdered her? You killed her children. Raped her! You murdered her!
Oh.
You killed her children! Wait, are you dying? No, you can't die yet. You haven't confessed. Say it!
No. It was a tie. So if you're on YouTube and you would like to see the full review, it's on Patreon or it's on my other channel, Mona Lisa UK Reviews. The links are below. Otherwise, this is going to be cut way down. Then we had Arya and the Hound making their way to the Vale, and Arya being told that yeah, you're 3 days too late because your aunt she's dead. And then Arya just started laughing, and I can sort of see why. I mean, everybody she's you know getting close to, she's getting close to the people she's going to see, and then they die. So I think she's just at a point now. It's like, yeah, well, you know, I'm not surprised, and that's why she's just basically, you know, can't believe her own. Yeah, it's not luck, is it? So yeah. I hope she's gonna go and see Sansa. I mean, she's there. I don't know if they're just gonna turn. I wouldn't imagine they would turn around. Surely not. Yeah, I love her to go and see Sansa. So they at least, you know, they get to speak to each other. You can see the shock on the Hound's face as well, and he was like, oh well, there we go, that's my reward gone. Not happy. So yeah, I really hope they're gonna get let through and they'll see Sansa. Yeah, I hope so. And we had the end scene with yeah, Oberyn's fighting the mountain. Yeah, I think it was yeah, Oberyn's pride that got in the way there, didn't it? Well, it was Oberyn's obsession, I suppose, with getting the mountain to confess who was actually behind the murder of his sister, who gave the order. And if it hadn't been for that, you know, he would have killed the mountain, and Tyrion would have been free, you know. But no, he had to know who killed, who was behind his sister's murder, which I can understand, but you know, at least make sure you got the guy pinned down so he can't, you know, hurt you. But yeah, he stepped out of the game for like a second, and yeah, that became his death. So I mean, he was an impressive fighter, but you know, that was just stupid. Yeah, I don't know what the point of that was. But yeah, obviously Tywin was like, well, yeah, Tyrion sentenced to death. But I'm like, well, if they both died, surely that's a tie. So that's like a mistrial kind of thing. Surely. I mean, there wasn't a clear winner, was there? I mean, technically, I suppose the mountain was killed first because he got the death blow first, but yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? I mean, surely it's gotta be, yeah, it's gotta be a tie, so therefore a mistrial and or whatever. So yeah, just forget about it. And you can see how happy Cersei was. It's like, bitch. Yeah, she got what she wanted, but I don't think it's gonna end there. There's no way Tyrion's gonna die. He's gonna figure something else out surely. It's gotta be. The title of the episode was The Mountain and the Viper. Obviously, the Mountain and the Viper Oberyn is called the Viper because of the way he fights, I suppose. And yeah, that's the title. It's obviously them fighting each other, and yeah, they basically killed each other, didn't they? But I suppose as well with a Viper, if you look at it in that way, a Viper is a poisonous animal, and I suppose like with snakes as well, they're sort of whisperers, aren't they? If you go way back to history and what people believe in and that. So it could be like poisonous whispers as well. Because Tywin got the letter to Barristan, which was, you know, basically calling Jorah out on the fact that, you know, he was, yeah, he betrayed Dany, so that could like be poisonous words, which is like a Viper move, isn't it? So those words got yeah, put Jorah in danger, and yeah, he had to be sent away. So in that respect, that could be that as well, and as well as Bolton. Well, Bolton and Ramsay as well. You know, their words are very poisonous, aren't they? And yeah. I don't know how else to, I hope you know what I mean, but like the description of a Viper is, and I just put that up on Google, it's often used generally to describe a spiteful, disloyal, or backstabbing person. So I mean that pretty much says it all. Spiteful, that's Cersei, isn't it? She's a yeah, spiteful person. Disloyal, I suppose in a way Jorah could be described as that. I don't think he is. He was at one point, but I don't think he is now. And yeah, backstabbing, I suppose loosely you could say is Oberyn, because his goal was just to kill the Mountain to set Tyrion free, but yeah, he's probably got the best of him. No, that's not, forget I said that. But yeah, that's sort of what I get off the title. Like a Viper is a poisonous snake, and a snake is a snake, as in, like what we think. And yeah, I don't know how much else you can read into the title, but yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Top 5, number 1 is Sansa. I think she's shown her strength now, hasn't she? And she outsmarted Littlefinger, I think. So yeah, I love that. She's coming into becoming a bit of a power player, isn't she? So that's going to be interesting to see what sort of direction she's going to go into. Number 2 is Tyrion. I loved his story in the prison cell with the cousin, how he was like obsessed about trying to work out what this kid was about, and that's just who he is, isn't he? His brain's always working, you know, he doesn't shut off, and yeah, I love that about him. Number 3 is what have I put? Grey Worm. He's a really sweet guy, isn't he? And he's not just an unsullied. Now that he's free and he's got more responsibility, he's becoming like, it sounds harsh, but like a real person. And you know, he's obviously attracted to Miss Ayande, and yeah, I love this guy. You know, he's yeah, I just love him. Number 4 is Dany, purely for the fact that she basically gave Jorah a choice. You know, leave, or you know, I will yeah, I will have you killed. So at least she gave him a choice, and I respect that. So I mean, she was hurt, and she could have lashed out, but she didn't. She let him go. I just hope she's not going to send the dragons after him, like psych, and the dragons are going to kill him on the way. I hope that's not going to happen. I don't think so. If that happens, then you know, I'm done with her. So yeah, number 5 is Jorah. He was very hurt. I thought he'd proven himself to Dany with all the stuff that he's done for her, but clearly not. So I feel really bad for this guy. And like I said, he is a favorite of mine. So yeah, he's my number 5. The bottom, number 1 is Oberyn. Yeah, he's pride, and he's the fact that he had to know who was behind his sister's murder. Yeah, that pissed me off, to be fair, and that got him and potentially Tyrion killed. So yeah, he's my number one. Number two is I didn't put that in a very good position, did I? Two is Ramsay. There was no need to. It almost looked like they skinned the people there. There's no need for that. You know, if you kill them, kill them. But you know, don't be a dick about it. I don't know how else to explain it. You know, it's just absolutely sickening. So yeah, he's my number two. Number three is Tywin. Again, he's a snake, and he sent the word to Dany that Jorah. He was basically a spy, and just basically saying, you know, Tyrion, I sentence you to death, basically, which I don't think is fair because they both died. So yeah. Number four is Cersei. It was just that she wasn't really in it that much, but it was just the look on her face when she realized that Oberyn died. She was like, yes, I finally get what I want after all these years. So yeah, do one. And number five is Littlefinger. Again, he's just a creepy guy around Sansa, I think. I mean, he obviously has some sort of agenda, doesn't he? But I can't work out what it is, and that's unsettling to me. I'm kind of like Tyrion. I need to know, you know, what people's intentions and all that is, and I can't work Littlefinger out, and that's unsettling to me. So yeah, I didn't like it. It's just I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So yeah, he's my number five. I think that was pretty much it. I'm going to stop here, guys, but I just want to thank you guys so much for watching and commenting on my reactions. It's awesome. And like I've said before, if you have any questions regarding the show, it can be anything. I've had a few questions like what I want my advisors to be if I was, you know, a ruler, and who would I like to go out for a drink with, and those sort of questions. So yeah, just anything Game of Thrones related, just ask the questions and I will answer them in the season 4 extras. So yeah, that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.